Hey y'all, what's going on? You already know what time it is. I got my bloody bunnies on and I'm ready to get into this true blood shit. But before I say that, y'all, I started to put my other bunnies on, you know, just to kind of get y'all prepared. Yes, these are the bloody bunnies, and I hope all of my bloodies have bloody bunnies. Get your bloody bunnies. Now, I was going to hit y'all with the leopard bunnies because I was feeling kind of pamish. Yeah. Mm, okay, y'all got some new news. Look, I gotta show y'all how these look, y'all. I just got to. hmm My leopard bunnies. And yes, I rock my shades off video wherever I'm going or whatever, whenever I'm feeling it. Yes, I do. Now let me get my bloody bunnies back on and let's get into the true blooded track. True blooded track. Okay, y'all. For my bloodies and those who look forward to my videos or whatever on the True Blood, I am sorry. I didn't mean to let y'all down, and y'all know I've had a lot going on, so bear with me. I'm gonna try to put bits of this and bits of that in there, and we're gonna make it do what it do. So just bear with me and forgive me for that. I had one of my bloodies write me on Facebook like, honey, it's 2 episodes. It's the third episode, honey. I don't know where you been at. Get me together. So, girl, I'm getting ready to get into it now. Just y'all, so much been going on True Blood, and I've been kind of in and out of it or whatever. And then at first I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really not feeling it, and I'm into the show, but it's just the things that's going on. I just don't feel like myself, and whatever. But we're gonna talk about it the best we can. Okay, so now I don't even think I can go all the way back. Okay, look. Now we already know that they was blood drunk, this and that and other off of Liz, you know, coochie blood or whatever, because she's still running around a new bloody ass mess. Now, not this episode, but the last episode. It's strange. I'm gonna have to let me talk about this one first. Let me talk about the new one and then try to throw it in as I can because this one's fresh in my mind. Okay, so on the new episode, which threw me off, and I was kind of late watching, I was like, well, what what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, we know from last episode that Eric had got caught. He had thought of this big plan to get his sister, try to get Bill to get so and so's blood or whatever. In the midst of him having a romp with old girl, he one minute he's rolling with her, the next minute Lilith is rolling, and they just, in the jungle, just, just all kind of vampire cooches and things going on. And he diverts from the plan. Apparently, Bill is all the way locked into this shit. He is just completely fooled by the blood or whatever. Okay, so Eric gets old girl. They try to hit the little button and shit, trying to get out of there and shit, and they catch him. So, Bill's like, well, yeah, ooh, yeah, got me a little coochie, and yeah, me and Sookie ain't together, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay, so they have that scene. Now let's start off there into the new one. So they got Eric, and he's been down somewhere, and the sister's trying to get him to change and shit, and she's like, well, give me an opportunity. Bill goes and gets Lilith's blood and gets a little fingernail thing, puts it in the little box of shit, prays over it, drops blood, and Eric is kind of sitting there like, look, I'm not into this, honey, so do what you got to do. Bill's like, if you don't go along with us, you're going to get the true death. Eric's like, so get on with it then. Because if you let these motherfucking whatever up off me, Bill, I'm going to tear your motherfucking ass up. So Bill's like, no. Because you saved my life, whatever the case may be. Which I told y'all Bill is faulty with his tight clothes wearing ass. I am over him. Every motherfucking season, Bill is trying it with me. Now, Bill, sit your ass down. So he don't want to take the blood. The sister holds his mouth and gives him the blood or whatever. Bill goes out of the room, but every time I turn around, Bill's got this look on his face like, yeah, I'm kind of digging it, but I'm not, but I don't know. I'm in the middle. He's evolving and shit, and honey, evolve into the queen that I know you are in them tight ass clothes you got on. Anywho, so all of a sudden, You know, they done got drunk off the blood, and immediately Eric sees, you know, here comes Godric and all his shit, and old girl sitting in there, and she can see it. But Bill in the damn vampire control room, he's, you know, switching, trying to see who the hell they talking to. But when he scrolls back, it's like he don't see this shit. So Godric is there, and Eric is like, you know, bloody tears, and he's talking about, I tried to tell her, I let her down, and Godric's like, y'all going down the wrong road. And one minute, it seemed to me like Godric saying, honey, this is wrong, don't do it, I done did this before, and then here comes a Lilith. Why did that bitch just scrape Godric's skin and shit all off, bitch? Now, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna need you to sit your motherfucking bloody coochie ass down. Running around tearing people's skin and faces and things off. How dare you? Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, get those. Okay. All right, man. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to get that. That's my husband. Anywho, so she rips and she's like, God is gone, and she's, what the hell is Lilith? What is Lilith, y'all? And I told y'all that I seen her damn name in some of that Illuminati ass shit. She's supposed to be, it was said before that Lilith was supposed to be the first Eve or whatever. Y'all Google that shit. And then, you know, just kind of put in some shit, Google that, and see what y'all come up with. But they are skating a whole lot on this shit, and they getting to be abominationable. Yeah. Okay, so they on the shit, but it looked like Eric and old girl is crying, so do that mean she gonna kind of change? Now, off of that, just for a spell before I get into this other shit. Now, can we slide over to Sookie and her Sookatry, and let me just say for a minute, when she was getting her damn Chinese food and got ready to sit down and shit, and then it's a knock at the door, and this dude from the corner or whatever, talking about, I'm here for the bodies, but did y'all see her walking and you could see that she was pregnant? Now, y'all go back and watch it and y'all see what I'm talking about. So we know that she's pregnant right now. Or maybe she had the baby or she's at the end or whatever. So anywho, in the midst of that, so she goes and she tries to get the door. He want to bite her and shit, trying to get her blood. She got paperwork, trying to eat her Chinese food. He's like, he want her blood, bit her leg. She went and got the damn chopsticks and gave him the true death with some damn walkie-talkie chopsticks. She just let him have it. So it's blood every motherfucking where, and it just, you know, oozes out. Which now I want to go back to last week's episode, and this whole shit of them finding out who old dude was, turns out the old motherfucking sheriff with his ornery motherfucking ass, him and this bitch who was in school, and apparently her somebody was taken from her, and now she hates all shapeshifters and shit like that. So this bitch then made, she's the reason why they got the little Obama face. And why did they have to go to the Obama? True Blood. And so she's like, we need to do this. Sookie's trying to find out in the past episode, like, who the hell this is? And they finally found out. But by the time she finds out and goes to him, she's sitting there talking to him, and he's like, don't let her read my mind, this and that and other. Which is already, boom, code for Sookie to know that this motherfucker's wrong. Come to find out he been a rotten honorary bastard from day one. And they got, what's his name, the one that Jessica, that was in love with Jessica, he's somewhere in the hall motherfucking pen where they done gave him Oxycontin and all of this shit, got him high in the motherfucker. So Sookie tries to kind of get away. Needless to say, they put her ass in there. They done gave her some motherfucking pills, and that's when this bitch gets to talking about who she is and why she, you know, think all, I guess, supernatural or whatever the fuck. They don't need to be in existence because she just a mad, scared bitch, and she done got all these people up and then got Sam them shot and shit. And in the midst of that, can I just talk about that for a minute? Because I need to go back and talk about, now y'all know Joe done got his ass whooped, and I still ain't 2 minutes off of you, Joe, rolling around with that bitch. Who was that bitch? I'm gonna need an explanation. Anywho, So Joe done lost his shit. He feeling some kind of way. He done lost the pack and shit. Old dude's like, I'm the pack leader or whatever. Old grandmama's there. And I'm wondering when this bitch gonna turn into a wolf, because bitch, clearly you motherfucking stronger than, you know, you older, so bitch, ain't you stronger? Clean his ass. He trying to turn them all on to True Blood or whatever. She realizes and notices, and we know he's a rotten motherfucker, because the one before that, he was like trying to get a baby some damn True Blood, which I'm still trying to figure out, is she a wolf or is she a shape-shifting wolf? Anywho, so in the midst of that, they there, Joe's leaving, this and that and other, and that was from last week, and y'all, I'm lost on where I'm even at, but just follow me and roll with me. So here comes motherfucking Russell. Here he come with his new motherfucking man or whatever, honey. I don't know. Apparently they in love or whatever. They dating each other, going out drinking folks' blood and shit, dancing and shit. You know, just really doing it up. They go in, and here he comes, and apparently y'all already know Russell from last season. He gonna keep him some puppies around. So he goes in there, and the old woman's there, and she sees it, but she's not gonna be a part of it. So all the rest of them bow down to him, and he gets blood or whatever the case may be. He wants her to take it, and she's like, hell no, I want none of that vampire ass blood. You know, she didn't say that, but that's what she was alluding to. Russell being the ivory bitch he is, and he got this queen that fool with him, trying to make him his new motherfucking bottom. Said, walks up to her, grabs the motherfucking baby, and takes the baby. Now, it ain't shit she can do, and ain't nothing they can do with him, because he's a vampire, whatever, and he's so old, which I'm going to get into his age later. So, old dude who's the pack leader's like, please, she just get a baby back. And he's like, did you think my motherfucking blood was free, bitch? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Get his ass together, because y'all know Russell's an angry motherfucker anyway, and I don't know why anybody would think that they could make a damn pact with him or whatever. And how you gonna just take that baby? Which he don't know, assuming that the baby is just a wolf. What he don't know is the baby's a shapeshifter that shifts into a wolf, which we find out on this new episode. Anywho, now, off of that. Now let me pause for a minute and talk about old dude who had the ghost and fire thing looking for him or whatever. Come to find out, we already know that it's either they gonna have to kill each other or whatever. So he tries to go and say, well, I'm going to try to make it be an even fight, telling his wife. Meanwhile, old dude is some motherfucker where I already plotted, like, bitch, it ain't going down like that. You about to lose your motherfucking life. I'm not going to, you know, he's already. You know, so he gets his wife, has her in the shit, and tells her to call old dude on the phone. So she calls old dude on the phone. They have this whole scrapping shit. Old girl gets in, and I was like, yes, bitch, you better ride or die for your motherfucking husband. She was like, he would have shot you in your motherfucking head a minute ago. So he had to clean him. The ghost thing came and got him the smoke and said, blood for blood, whatever. The smoke thing's gone for right now. Okay. Now, let's ease over to the latest episode. And I gotta say this, y'all. Lala is back to himself, honey. He got his motherfucking head wrapped. He's charging for motherfucking shit for reading palms and all of these things. So Lala is kind of trying to get back to himself. Now, on into the new shit, because now I want to talk about, but then I want to talk about last week, because I got to bring in the fact that who the fuck is this new motherfucking drag queen ass vampire that slapped piss out of Pam? Fuck me up. That slapped the piss out of Pam, y'all. I wasn't even ready for what he did. He goes in there and he starts drinking blood or whatever all of a sudden, and Pam's like, who the fuck, we don't do this? And he was like, psh, there she went. Tara's looking like, oh, well, if you smack the fuck out of her, I know you can clean me. You know, but Tara's smart and coming into her own, y'all. Anywho, so they have that whole scene, and Tara was already trying to save True Blood, and now in this new shit, we got all the damn vampires going crazy. They biting people because they ain't got no True Blood or whatever. Everybody's going insane, which Bill put this shit into play when he said blow the shit up. Bill, I should cut your ass and give you the true death. Just give you the true death with something right now, because I'm over you. Anywho, so now on the new episode, you see Pam and Tara in there giving him some money, and she's like, we can't make money. This motherfucker said, why don't you have a peep show or some shit like that? And Let the humans put their hands on something, let them get a few seconds and something and suck a little blood and then pull it back or something, and you get $2,000 an hour or some shit like that a night, whatever, I don't know. Pam's like, we'll do it our way or whatever. Meanwhile, you can see Tara, because she done got a whole new drag about herself now. She's like, you know, she got her makeup and shit on, and she's in her terror ass shit, and she's kind of looking like, You know, you knew she was plotting something in her mind, but I didn't know the bitch was going to do what she done. So she calls old dude, and y'all kind of fast forward them all over the place. She calls old dude, tells them to come because old dude told them, yeah, we're going to need some more vampires. We're going to need y'all to produce some more. Tara makes it seem like she tried to turn one and she's still alive or something happened and I ain't do it right. He comes in, he bends down, feels her pulse, and when I tell you that Tara cleaned his motherfucking cookie, him and the girl, the old girl was a part of him, blood went everywhere, he got stabbed and killed. Pam came in the motherfucking room and like, what the fuck is this? Because she didn't know shit about it. Tara's like, we ain't running, we fighting. And Pam's like, oh, okay, bitch, you came to play. So then, in the midst of that, you know, and I'm like, okay, so Tara is kind of getting Pam's back. But what I want to say is, I don't know if y'all have noticed, although it is horrible that Tara is a vampire now, but the dynamics between them is you can see Pam beginning to care a whole lot for Tara. And Tara beginning to look at Pam the same way Pam looked at her. Thank you. And so it's kind of, you know, a different. You gonna go somewhere? Oh, dude, still out there. Give me a cigarette. Why you look like you're stumbling? Okay, bro. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm talking to my husband. Anywho, so I like the dynamics that's going on between them. Now, so Tara's like, honey, we fight, we're going to figure out what the fuck's going on. Now, let me pause for a minute and let me have a minute with Jessica and Jason. Okay, so Hoyt done been put through the shit. He's riding in the car with his mom and all that badass makeup she got on. She talking about she done bought him a California King. He's like, look, miss, I'm trying to go to Alaska, whatever. He's made up in his mind that he's going to move somewhere else. And she don't want him to go or whatever, so he goes. He has Jessica and Jason come, and he talks to them, and he tells Jessica he wants to be glamored. And it was really a kind of sad scene because that's the end of his friendship, him and Jason. And still, I believe there's something there between Jessica and him, whether she want to admit that shit or not. So she glammed him. He's going to motherfucking Alaska to work on the pipeline or what the fuck ever. And it's just kind of a sad moment, you know, which kind of, I didn't see that shit coming. I knew that Hoyt had already had his part or whatever, but I didn't see that shit coming. That kind of threw me back, and to be quite honest, I kind of want Hoyt to stay. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this shit play out. Okay, in the midst of that, Jessica's at home thinking about them having their first time 1,000 times. Cause apparently her shit grow back, so her cherry grow right on back. And she's reminiscing. Then there's folks at the door, some motherfucking authority. Are they really the fucking authority? Because it ain't no authority no more because they don't want authority anymore. I mean, y'all, I'm confused on what the fuck's going on. Okay, so they come in and she's like, who the fuck are you while you at my house, blah, blah, blah. And they like, put the phone up and there's Bill looking a fool in that tight-ass outfit. Bill, and I'm going to need you to change. Your funky ass was in the bed screwing that old-ass vampirella. You couldn't change your drawers or nothing. Anywho, so Jessica goes. Now, we're going to pause there for a minute because I need to kind of rewind back and go back because Sookie and them still trying to find out what the fuck is going on. How in the hell, who is this looking for me or whatever? So Jason and her is at the house and she's like, well, Graham said, look under the bed. But look under the bed in the box. But Sookie, that wasn't what was said. Graham said, look under the bed. Turns out Jason gets in the damn floorboard and he finds this piece of paper with a whole bunch of shit on it. Which I'm trying not to look at the shit directly because it might have something to do with the damn Illuminati. I don't know. Since they got Lilith on there. Y'all know they doing some funny shit. Y'all look that shit up. Okay. So Sookie goes and they take it to some man because he knows all kind of language. But he like, you know, honey, wait a minute. Usually there's some repeats in this shit. I ain't never seen this, honey. We don't do this over here. So she takes it to the fairies, which is her fairy family or whatever. And apparently the one she been hanging out with, y'all, they must be 105 years old, but you look damn good for 105. And they was like, well, it's some older ones. And here comes, and now what's the bitch pregnant? What's the bitch? She been pregnant for 500 years. She comes and the bitch look like she glad that she pregnant and ooh. And so, you know, they done told her about the elders and shit, and they like, she's like, well, the elders did try to keep something from her. This bitch opens her palm and the light comes out and shit, and the little hologram, whatever the fuck's on the paper. And so, okay, baby, why don't you come in here and do this with me? So she's like doing that and the shit's changing. I'm trying not to fucking look because I don't want to be, you know, possessed. So I'm like, Lord, what's going on? And y'all, seriously, I'm going through. Anywho, so come to find out, this man, apparently this was a blood fucking oath. It was a blood oath. And apparently in 17 or 18 something, somebody made an oath with this thing that's looking for Sookie that the first foe or fairy, boils down to it, will be his, which is Sookie. And they're like, well, who is that? What? You know, come to find out it's Sookie yet again with her Sookie. Now, bitch, are you a trouble magnet? Because this bitch has been in trouble with everything. And you run around throwing your power everywhere. Bitch, you better try to get some of that 500-year-old power. Because, honey, that bitch, she's 500 pregnant years old. Anywho, you gonna need some damn strength and try to work this shit out some kind of way. I don't know what you gotta do, but go get the wolves and shit and the shapeshifters and shit. I don't know, bitch, do something. Throw some hot grease on the motherfucker, but do something. Anyway, so they find this shit out, and of course, that's kind of going into the tail end of the show. Now, let me fucking backtrack, because I got to go to this shit. So apparently, and y'all, I'm trying to figure out, well, no, okay. Now we know that Russell and old dude got the baby. Meanwhile, it kind of, you know, somewhere in there they having a conference and they trying to pretend like they don't know what's going on and they allies with the humans when really, in fact, they the ones that's doing it, and the shit's just getting all fucking confused. They sitting there having a conference, he's at the meeting or whatever, da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, before that, Sam and old girl, and bitch, you are a hothead, and if you want to get your daughter, bitch, you better calm the fuck down. You just got out of trouble turning into Sam on the last episode, bitch. You could have melted just like his brother. You run around turning into people. Y'all, I don't think she's going to be on there that long. I don't know, but I don't think she's going to be on there that long. So she's mad, upset. Sam's trying to figure out, and he realized that old dude's going to be at this conference. They're going to meet up. So apparently they turn into these little bitty ass mice. So now they shape-shifting horses that turn into dogs sometimes, dog fight. Then in the midst of that they horses, and then sometimes they birds, and now they and sometimes she's him. And now they motherfucking mice. What the fuck? So they turn into mice and run in there some kind of way. Then, you know, they get into the bag and shit trying to find out where she's at, but they really went there to see if she was there, thinking he would have her. So she's somewhere else. Yes, she was. Where was she at? Oh, she was in another room. They couldn't smell her. Now, bitch, maybe you should have been a shapeshift into a wolf and you could have smelled. I'm going to need this faulty mama to get it together. Now, you could have turned into a bear or something. Can't you shapeshift into a vampire? It's got to be a way. Anywho, so They run into his bag or whatever, and somehow they end up in, you know, in the vampire lair or whatever. Meanwhile, by this time, Jessica's there, and Bill's like, you know, she's like, what's going on? And he's happy to see her, and as long as you're safe and you can't stay there. But she's listening to Bill explain this whole shit, and I've seen this Bible and book, and it's too much not the difference. And Jessica's kind of like, oh, really? Okay, well, where's my room at? Give me a motherfucking steak. I'm gonna steak my damn self. Not to mention, Jessica, you looked a damn fool in that outfit you had on. I don't know what the get up was that you had on, but your little face was, you know, you was cooking with that. Bitch, go back to your sophisticated look when you was trying, honey. Okay, so she's noticing Bill's changing, and he's, oh, hell, the Lilith, and they're just crazy, and I'm trying to hide from Lilith. And so, Bill is an army motherfucker, and I think he's gonna try to get Sookie, but well, I'm gonna get into that. Anywho, so she's reading a book. He shows her the motherfucking, there's a pool of blood, and I'm assuming that's blood. There's the columns and shit in there, and she's kind of like, oh, turn the pages like, whoo, this motherfucker's ill. Right, she was at the thing. Right, right. So she wasn't there.
Yeah, that's right. He trying to get his phone because remember, old girl had Sam and old girl had the phone.
Right. So she is back there. Now, let me pause for a minute, and we need to talk about what the hell's going on, and let's get back to the scene. You know, back into the damn lair of the vampires and shit. So they done took the bitch who made the shit that'll kill you instantly, and she's like, y'all, basically, she's saying, y'all motherfuckers are drunk for Kool-Aid, and that shit ain't right, and blah, blah, blah. And they give her the true fucking death. Okay, about that time, after they give her the true death, you know, and now Jessica done went through her shit. Now, this is what I want to get to, and I'm wondering when the fuck they wasn't going to realize that Russell was going to motherfucking turn ship on their ass, because he loved to play that 3,000-year-old card. Because he can, because he's older than a motherfucker. Finally, they trying to say, well, we need to educate so-and-so. He's like, what the fuck? We ain't trying to educate shit. We need to figure out how the fuck that walk in the day. And he already knows that Sookie exists. This bitch, he want to be day walking in every motherfucking thing. So it ain't enough that you motherfuckers that brought this damn bloody hairy coochie back, Lilith. And now he want to walk in the daylight. He knows that if he gets to Sookie, it's some fairies. Ding, ding, ding. You look over, you see Eric and Bill, and they both kind of looking like, oh, well, yeah. You know, wait a minute now. Don't be messing with our favorite coach. So, he's feeling himself. In the midst of that, they wasn't going to have a threesome. No, they wasn't going to do that. No, Eric wasn't. No, they wasn't going to be able to do that. Anywho, so, yeah, well, she screwed the whole town, but Sookie's a hoe, and we know this. So, okay, old girl's like, no, we ain't doing that. Russell jumps up, and he said, she's like, we're going to do with Lilith, and she's like, I brought you back, and I'll take you back to where you going, and that's when Russell was like, bitch, boom. Next thing you know, that bitch was flying, everybody's flames and shit's flying out, and what the fuck they gonna do with Russell? He has a motherfucking vampire moment, jumps up on the motherfucking table, he's like, I'm 3,000 together, y'all can't do nothing with me. Now, I'm wondering when the fuck somebody gonna ease around the back behind him and just spear his ass with a damn, you know, with the shit. Baby, go get my, get the food. Babe. Hold up, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm getting something to eat. Oh, shit. And so, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Here's the money. And so, in the midst of that, he done lost his motherfucking rabbit ass mind. He done jumped all up and he's going crazy. Ain't shit they can do with him. Eric them looking stupid as shit, and they know he's gonna go find fucking Sookie. And before that, before he had brought it up and told old dude, and they dancing and shit in blood, and he's getting flipped, and he's happy, and ain't never had his ass tossed like that before. And, you know, just a whole little mess, and that's what went on before they got to this point that we at. So, with that being motherfucking said, now, is this the moment when Bill is going to snap the fuck out of it and realize he is getting ready to go get Sookie? With that being said, he knows that there's other fairies. And did they not know Russell was going to flip the motherfucking script? I mean, Russell's notorious for that. That's what he do. And he is the oldest. With that being said, Lilith, you done tore Godric's ghostly ass skin and face off. Can't you get Russell together? And apparently Bill's the chosen one, given what they said on the new damn scene. He's going to drink the damn blood and shit. And, oh, Lord, I'm not here for this. And Eric, he done went along with it and done told Russell, let's let bygones be bygones. Bitch, you been carrying this motherfucking hate for him since you was a Viking. Now, come on. One drop of blood, snap out of it, Eric. Okay, but I think old girl is kind of realizing, or whatever the case may be, that she may not be with this bullshit. Maybe we need to rethink this shit. The sister, even though she's the one that gave the blood, but when she seen, well, stop. I got it. Let it go. And so when she seen, you know, Godric get tore up, I seen something in her eyes like, what the fuck? I don't know if I'm with this shit. You know, anywho. Now, let's bounce out there for a minute. Let me go to Lala for a minute. And what was that whole scene with Lala and old dude in there and some of the Obamas and they was getting ready to shoot and kill somebody? Where in the hell is this? Where is this going? And where the fuck is Jesus? I'm just saying. It's all over the motherfucking place, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Yet again, they got so much motherfucking shit going on that it's too many damn plots, and you trying to figure out, well, what the fuck, this week, and then they doing that, you know, kind of pull that shit back, and here we are, and only 2 more motherfucking episodes left. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck they would give Sookie up and do this damn blood pack and write the shit on there, and oh, Lord Jesus. And are the shapeshifters and the damn wolves and shit gonna work together? And Joe, I need you to get away from your damn daddy with his drunk ass sitting in that damn thing. He went back to his daddy and said, well, I lost the pack. And he's like, oh, well. And Joe, get the shit together. Now, you're gonna have to go back and save Sookie's ass, and I will allow you to go back this one time. But if you carry your ass and roll in some hay again with that funky werewolf ass bitch, yeah, man, you gonna have it. Anywho. Now, y'all, I know that I done threw it all together and left some shit out. It's just kind of hard trying to put them all in there together. But my question is this. Where the fuck do y'all think this thing is going? Because for some reason, it's seeming to me that it's going to come down to Eric having to get Bill. Either Bill and Eric gonna get together and get, you know, Russell, because what the fuck's gonna kill him? And let me say this, y'all. As I was looking, why did Bill bring Jessica? Is he planning on Lilith taking over Jessica's body? I'm just saying. You know, what the hell's going on? They got too much shit going on. And y'all, let me talk about this for a minute because I felt so sad on this part when Jason pulled over Hoyt as he was leaving, and he had already been glamored, and he's like, you know, like, don't go, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, ain't nothing to her. You know, he goes back to the car and he just breaks down and cries, and Sookie hugs him and shit. And yeah, I need Hoyt to come back because this shit ain't closed, and I'm going to need them to put some closure on this shit. If they gonna do it like that, they can't leave it at just that poof, he's just gone, because there's more to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jessica is, I think, realizing that she is in love with him. You know, and the mama ain't going for that, and I think she gonna go and find Jessica and be like, look, bitch, now I'm gonna need you to get my son back here. I don't like your red motherfucking, what she say, Cheeto-headed ass, but I need my son back here. I'm just saying, it's a whole bunch of shit going on, and I'm trying to figure out where the fuck they going with this shit, because they all over the fucking place, and how are they going to handle Russell and Lilith, and did she have to fucking kill Godric? I was paused there, y'all. I seen it. And y'all know I'm doing a direct upload, so I probably was paused all over the place. Where the hell are they going with this shit? Like, I'm seriously wondering because there's too much shit going on. You done had the smoke demon, you got Lilith, you got Sookie finding out she don't want to be a fairy. Now this thing is looking for her. Bill's going through a crisis. Erg don't know what the fuck to do. These new bitches. Now what the fuck? And now Russell's a motherfucking rat. I'm just saying. So y'all, I'm sorry I hadn't been in here. I'm sorry if I left some stuff out. If I did, y'all, my bloodies, y'all do a damn video and add that in. I would love to see y'all videos. I tell y'all all the time that I love video responses. So y'all drop it below and tell me what y'all think. Where the shit is going. What are the options? Like, what the hell? And where is Jesus? Lala done got his shit back, and that shit by far with the damn demon, that shit ain't over. With the damn color block demon, I'm telling y'all, he's coming the fuck back. And where they gonna ease that in, given that there's only 2 more episodes left? I don't know. Y'all drop that shit below. I'm out of here. For those who, would like to be a part of the Cup of Blood group, the link will be below. We have a good time over there. I just kind of sit back and just watch the bloodies just talk and just read, and people post pictures, and you know what I'm saying? It's just fun. That's all it is. It's just fun. We don't have a bunch of bullshit over there. We just have fun, So if you want to be a part of the Cup of Blood, by all means, click the link below. As well as, if you want, which my bloody should have some bloody kitties by now. These are from Kitty Eye Contacts. I will put a link to them below as well, so you can go over. They have these as well as they have these as well. So that's just kind of where I've been getting my glasses from or whatever. And I like them because they're fun or whatever. So y'all, I'm out of here. I'm sorry if it was bunched in or whatever. I tried to get a little bit from this and a little bit from there, but in all actuality, it's just so much going on. But I will be in here Sunday, Lord willing. I'll draw a breath unless my mother needs me to do the review on it. And I really should be watching Sleen them, but I'm not. I will watch them later. So y'all leave your comments below. Tell me where you think this is going. By all means, if somebody else watches it or whatever, please do a video response. I even see my girl Essie. What's her channel or whatever? She was talking about from her or whatever, and she had died from her, and she's like, y'all, I'm a bloody, and I was like, oh, y'all do a video. I want to see what y'all think or whatever. And even if you don't want to do it here on YouTube or whatever, if you got a camera over on the Cup of Blood, nobody else will see it or whatever, do it over there. Just share with me what you think is going to go on. So on that note, y'all, I'm out of here. Sorry this was so long. Much love. Bye.